It feels like Nintendo is playing one giant game of hide-and-go-seek with all of us. We've been searching and searching, but the games are so well hidden for February and March. Up until Yoshi's Crafted World, there's not a lot coming out. So today we wanted to talk about what the heck we're going to do for the next 6 weeks and what we're going to play.
Zach, I would ask you to play our own little game of hide and go seek, but then I do have this traumatic experience once when I was a kid. We were playing hide and seek, and I thought I was just great at it because I was hidden for so long, and I thought, hey, I'm the best at this. I'll come out. But it just turned out that everybody had kind of stopped looking, and they moved on to a different game. And that's sort of what it feels like Nintendo's doing right now, because we've been looking for these new game announcements, some dates maybe, a direct, and nothing is happening. And I don't know, maybe Nintendo's playing a different game of their own right now.
Yes. So what are we going to be playing? Well, first, I need to introduce our special guest. We seeked out a special guest, and we couldn't find games. We did find Thomas from SwitchStop, who runs an awesome Switch channel. I actually found him via a video about Nintendo's deluxe games problem, which I thought was super insightful and super cool. So he is here to help us in the seeking and maybe even some of the hiding.
Wait, Thomas, did you find the games? Do you know where they are?
I unfortunately do not have the secret. I don't have all of the games, but I am just really glad that you guys invited me on to at least maybe team up. Maybe all three of us together can find out where these games are hiding.
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, Thomas is from SwitchStop. You want to tell a little bit just about the channel and why you dedicated the whole thing to Switch?
Yeah, well, really, I just love the Switch. I mean, I use it pretty much every day, and it just feels great for Nintendo to be back after what some would consider a lackluster console with the Wii U. I just always thought it would be fun to make a channel, and the stars kind of aligned. I make news videos kind of like SwitchForce, but then I also do different videos, just kind of all sort of Switch content. So yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, I love your creative stuff, like trying to predict new Mario Odyssey Kingdoms. I think you just do such an awesome job. So we'll put a link in the description. You can check his channel out. But now it's time to figure out what we're going to do. Gabe, what are you going to do between now and Yoshi's Crafted World?
Okay, I've been trying to dedicate my time to some of the smaller eShop games. Wargroove, that's a pretty big eShop game, but I've been playing that a lot. Been trying to still get out of this void that I'm still in. I'm still in a black hole, as you guys can tell by the audio. That's going to get fixed very, very soon. But unfortunately, just setting up stuff for SwitchForce behind the scenes, honestly, is where I'm feeling most of the time. Games-wise, Origami's coming. I'm going to be spending some time with that. I just wish there was one more big Nintendo first or second party game. Even if it was a port, like, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. That sort of satiated my hunger for Switch games for a little bit. But now that that's kind of come and gone, I need one more thing, Zach.
Has Wargroove, do you think that can last for a long time beyond the campaign? Like, are you getting into the editor or the multiplayer or any of those other elements?
Oh, I've tried to do the campaign editor stuff a little bit, but I've come to find out that I'm not a game designer. I don't know if you know this.
So, I thought you were. You've sold me on that. That's why I hired you in the beginning.
Yeah,
well, this is not good.
Yeah, so I'm not.
Thomas, are you available?
I am not a game designer. I feel like if I was, I would not also be making YouTube videos. But
the one thing I will say though about Wargroove, it's really cool that more creative people than I are doing some insane stuff. So now there's like Advance Wars type campaigns on there that I want to check those things out. The gameplay is so good in my opinion, and it's a little bit more limited than I would like, and there's things I would change about it to make it a little more Advance Wars like, but it's still really, really fun, so it will hold my attention. And there are a couple other small games that I still have my eyes on that I want to try, but yeah, it kind of seems like from now until Yoshi, it's going to be a whole lot of hoping and speculating and dreaming about what Nintendo could have up its sleeves.
Thomas, have you spent much time with Wargroove, or had you a chance to play it?
I have not actually gotten a chance to play it because most of my time has been dedicated to YouTube and playing through New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe again. But one game I actually did get a chance to pick up recently was Celeste. I'm a bit late to the party, I know, but just like we're looking for some new Nintendo games, I've really enjoyed Madeline's adventure in hunting down for some strawberries in Celeste. I think it's a really great platformer, and I know that most people probably already have it, but I'm looking forward to the Chapter 9 DLC that should be coming out really soon. That should probably tide me over until Yoshi's Crafted World.
Thomas, did you know that is my favorite game on Switch?
Celeste?
Yeah, I like it better than Smash Brothers. I like it better than Odyssey. I like it better than Breath of the Wild. That is my favorite game on Switch.
I mean, I can't really blame you. It's got some really tight platforming action and a really good story to boot.
Yeah.
Gabe, this is a strange episode for you. First, I find out you're not a game designer. Then I find out you like Celeste better than Smash, Mario, and Zelda combined.
I didn't say combined.
Better than Splatoon 2?
Yeah, I've been very open about my love for Celeste. This should not be a surprise to you. I've told you this many times.
What?
Man.
Oh, come on.
Man.
You like him more than Shaq Fu, the Legend Reborn?
Oh, I forgot about that one. Snake Pass.
Yeah,
hey, how do you feel about Snake Pass?
I know your hatred for it, so I'll choose my words very carefully here. I have not gotten a chance to play it. I'll just say that.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You don't need to do that.
Well, if you would have stocked up during the Weird and Wonderful sale, you could have spent the next 6 weeks noodling around with Noodle. But the Celeste DLC, like that is a good one. I totally forgot that was even coming. It doesn't have a set date, I don't believe, but I know they've said that it should be soon. I am doing my darndest to keep up my Smash Bros. Skills, which is very trying because I feel like I play and I am sad that I'm not as good as I was, and then I don't have time to get back into it and really practice, and then I play again hoping that it'll be better. But I have had fun with Piranha Plant. I think it's a really cool addition. He's not like great really, but he is a lot of fun to use, and I'm still trying to keep my Moat Gator, my King Cabe Rule game at least solid enough to beat Gabe. That's kind of my barometer. As long as I'm there, I feel like I'm okay. The indies as of late haven't really hit for me. They haven't really done a whole lot, so I'm really hoping that Nintendo does end up dumping some of the SNES games onto the online service, because I've been jonesing for Mario World, and I thought about setting up my SNES Classic. I actually have it packed in a suitcase for when I travel this week, because I really want to play, but I'm hoping that they add that to give just another something to do, because honestly, like I said, the indies they haven't been doing it for me as of late.
You were really excited for Wargroove. What happened there?
I don't know. I definitely want to try more there. I want to give it more time. I know you love it. I know it's quality. So I am going to spend a little more time with Wargroove. I also was thinking about maybe committing to Hollow Knight, given that that's kind of one of the Switch indie pillars that I have not played all the way through. I've beaten Celeste. I love that to death, so I will be in on the Chapter 9 stuff. I'm over Snake Pass, even though it's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess I'll give Wargroove some more time. Hollow Knight with the new DLC that's coming, maybe I'll go there. Thomas, if they bring SNES games to the platform, and just to be very clear with everybody, I don't think you were even alive during the SNES era. So
wow.
So just us old men here at SwitchForce, we've got about 10 plus years on you. So does that nostalgic stuff like the NES or the SNES, does that have any appeal to you?
Well, obviously it doesn't nostalgia-wise. That my heart lies in the GameCube, Game Boy Advance era for me personally, but the games are still quality, nostalgia or not. Like, I've played and beaten Super Mario World countless times, and yeah, most SNES games, A Link to the Past, Super Metroid, F-Zero, if we're lucky enough to get that, Star Fox, or maybe even Star Fox 2, I didn't have the funds to get an SNES Classic, if you will, so I'm still looking for a way to play that game legally, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have the same nostalgic feeling, but I definitely want those games to come. I've made multiple videos about it, that and N64 and whatnot. Well, yeah, I guess the games probably don't hit as hard home for me. Mm-hmm. It's not like the quality of the games decreases, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I think that's a really good outlook, and I do think it's like this is like the time to do it. If they're going to do it, we're hoping that they're going to do it direct, and if they do, is there any chance that something does drop in these next 6 weeks? And it's obviously not going to be like, oh, Fire Emblem Three Houses, it's out. And it's not going to be like Animal Crossing, guess what, March 1st. But do you think there's any opportunity for them, whether it's a Wii U port or something third party, to maybe fill in this pretty Mondo-sized gap?
Besides SNES Online, which I think would be kind of a same-day drop, like, oh, it's out now, right after the Direct, I don't see Nintendo launching anything. I think even a port wouldn't really fit within that time frame, given how much they like to advertise those as new games. The only thing I can think of being shown off in a direct and launching immediately after, or not immediately, but relatively soon after, would be a Panic Button game, as we haven't really seen anything huge from them, at least release-wise, since Warframe, not Wargroove. I know you were talking about how they're constantly updating Warframe and all that, but they've been working on multiple projects at once in the past, so I'd assume they're working on something besides Doom Eternal right now. So hopefully their games don't normally have a super long announcement to release window. So hopefully we get something from them, maybe like a, not Fallout 76, but maybe a Fallout game, because I think that would be a great fit on Switch.
Zach, how long do you think it would take Panic Button to port over Apex Legends?
25 million people would be nodding their heads in agreement. No, I think that's probably right. I mean, right, Gabe? Like, Nintendo, the likelihood that they have something, although I will put this out there. Emily Rogers claims that they are publishing multiple eShop games. So I wonder if they have like a more marketable eShop game maybe that they could fill this space with.
It feels like it's time for a Snipperclip sequel, right?
Labo Kit 4?
No, I'm good. Snipperclip sequel. I'll have that.
I've also been building a lot of puzzles. Are you guys puzzlers?
My sister is. She loves jigsaw puzzles, like, in real life. I get too frustrated trying to fit the pieces together, but I know for a fact my sister does, or enjoys them, so I have a lot of puzzle knowledge, I guess.
Ooh, I might need to borrow some of that, because I just got done with a 1,000-piece puzzle. Pretty decent puzzle. It was a map of Walt Disney World, and I got to the end and realized that they did not include the 1,000th piece. So now I have this...
Oh, how dare they?
Yeah, speaking of voids, now I have this horrible void in the center of this beautiful puzzle. I'm missing part of the Hollywood Studios sign. But yeah, it's weird. It feels like a weird time, especially given all the talk of Nintendo, like, oh gosh, like, are they going to be okay? Like, they had to, lower projections and they didn't meet their goals, but they have this absolutely massive 2019 and we're so hyped for it. I hope this is really the calm before the storm. And it sure does seem like that. Like, we're going to have this lull and then explosive next 9 months. I feel like a lot of months are going to have 2 top games. I will say, like, I would love to see them announce something and bring it in this period. And it may be third party. The Assassin's Creed 3 thing seems to be coming, so perhaps they put that out during the gap, although it's coming at the end of March for other platforms, so that doesn't really help the void.
I mean, they could throw Spyro out there. I mean, who knows? Go ahead, Thomas.
Sorry, I just had a epiphany. Do we know anything? Sorry, I'm not super knowledgeable on this subject in particular, but do we know anything about the Hat in Time Switch port?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's coming soon. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that could help fill the void at least. Until we get Yoshi's Crafted World, if that ever comes out within this time period.
Yeah, then I'm still not playing anything until Yoshi's Crafted World.
That's the hard thing. Like, unless the eShop games are of a Wargroove or Celeste caliber, like, they're still fun, but it doesn't feel like it really is a momentous release. So I felt like the last indie highlights didn't have a lot of games that made you, like, mark them down on your calendar. So maybe they do have a few eShop things to look forward to. I think Slay the Spire, while it may not have the genre popularity of something, Gabe, like your beloved Apex Legends, I still think that would be a cool one. Hat in Time is really liked, and I think it fits fantastically on Nintendo platforms, so that would be a good grab. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of going to be the doldrums, I think, for the next 6 weeks. Gabe, any other things that you are going to fill your time with?
That's a good question. I'm honestly just really looking forward to diving into Origami. I mean,
that is one that I think is a substantial eShop release.
Yeah, I mean,
and physical, right? It's getting a physical.
Yeah, and it's about to come out. It's $30. You can jump on, and the game's quality. I played the game before, so right. I know that it's good. So yeah, it does have the extra.
There's any chance?
I was gonna say it has the extra DLC stuff that I didn't play before. But go on.
Do you think there's any chance that a game from yesteryear could come quickly, since they're in theory very, very done?
Not this soon. I mean, not Nintendo-wise. Like, no.
No, not Nintendo-wise. I just mean, like, how we're getting Saints Row the Third, and we're getting Resident Evil 4.
Oh, Final Fantasy VII. That could come out. It's not true, probably, but there is this 4chan thing, about what could be happening in the direct. Somebody just said, they said Final Fantasy VII's a direct day drop, that it's dropping that day. So, I mean, it's possible, I guess. And if any of the Final Fantasy games are going to release like super quickly, that would be the one, just because the other ones are bigger in retail for 10 and 10.2 and stuff. So, yeah, maybe Final Fantasy VII. I'll go with that.
The Resident Evil stuff that has no date. So Capcom, they're crushing it with Resident Evil 2 over on the other consoles. So maybe they want to piggyback off of that and give us some RE love on Switch. I take those. I mean, I'm shocked how much I loved RE2 Remake over on the other platforms. So that might be a good get. But we will have to wait and see. Okay, now it's time for the hard-hitting questions, Thomas.
Alrighty.
How excited are you for themes on the Switch?
I am beyond excited. I don't know if it'll happen for a while, but I am very excited.
There we go.
Is there something I missed out on?
Themes are my biggest want, and Gabe thinks themes are lame.
No, I don't think themes are lame at all. I want themes.
I've said that they're not a big addition.
They're not a big addition. That doesn't mean I think
they're a huge addition. It changes the whole way you look at the system.
It's the biggest thing since Smash Bros. Just
themes,
a different color.
If they come out with themes during this 6 weeks period, it will be the biggest thing.
That is actually true.
Sure.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that, Thomas. I'm so glad that you're a Snake Pass fan, that you're a themes guy. This is all lining up so.
No, he is not a Snake. He hasn't played Snake Pass.
But he's a fan of it. He knows that it's quality.
No, he knows I don't like it.
And you're in on the Celeste train. This is good. This is good.
It's all lining up.
All right, so let us know in the comments down below what you guys are planning to do over the next 6 weeks. Hopefully we're blown away. There's a direct and stuff is announced, but as of right now, we've got some old games lined up. We got a few new things to look forward to. Let us know what you're into. Thomas, before we get out of here, any cool stuff to look forward to over on SwitchStop?
I think we're just going to be making some more videos, as I always do. On the first of every month, I upload like a concept trailer kind of thing, where I like theorize and make an entire trailer as if Nintendo was uploading it about a certain subject. So obviously March 1st, if there's no new games until then, you can look forward to that, I guess. But besides that, we're just kind of same thing over at SwitchStop, just a lull, kind of waiting for Nintendo to do something.
All right.
I will say those concept trailers are incredible.
Now I know what I'm doing all of March until Yoshi comes out. I'll just watch those over and over.
I got you. They're really good. You kill it with those. So yeah, definitely go check those out. Check out Thomas over at SwitchStop. And until next time, everybody, have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest and greatest tips on puzzles, tips on themes, and maybe some Switch stuff as well.
And Snake Pass content.
And hide and seek.
And hide and seek. Got any sick hide and seek tips? We'd love to hear them. And if you know where Nintendo is hiding the games, please send us a private message. Until then, though, for myself, Gabe, and Thomas, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. SwitchForce out.